I would like to speak about fair-faced concrete. This is the office of CRH where my husband works, and the office is full of fair-faced concrete because it's quite trendy now. Of course, this is not a new idea. You can find several examples from the past too. What does it mean, fair-faced concrete? There are several standard requirements against normal concrete, like strength and durability. But if you don't want to see a surface like this, there will be, of course, additional requirements too against the surface. There are plenty of good examples. What are your possibilities as a designer? We can put silicone molding in the shutter, so you can design positive or negative pictures, patterns, signs, and letters to the surface. And the shutter itself can be patterned, and you can get a patterned surface. The concrete can be colored and can be sharp bordered, and after strengthening, it can be polished or blasted too. But be careful, because maybe you design, you imagine a surface like this, but the result will be totally different, like this in these cases. Here, that was a big European project. Here you can see some constructional errors which we would like to avoid. Here are air bubbles. There are air bubbles in the surface. Here, water remained in the shutter, and in that picture, the concrete itself was watered. There can be errors because of the dirty shutter, or here the fly ash came out from the concrete to the surface. To avoid these errors as a designer, a concrete prescription like this won't be enough. You have to take attention to the whole process, and you have to cooperate with a concrete technologist. It's good if you have a photo of a similar surface. You can discuss the elemental, the pattern, the surface, the color, and the acceptable errors too. Here you can see the possible aesthetic requirements. I showed picture before about these requirements, but of course there are limits of the designing. For example, there are geometrical limits. It means that you can design too big surfaces because of the cracks. You have to break the big surfaces, or you have to separate them. You can design sharp edges because of the shutter, and so I recommend you to design a rounded edges. And you have to be aware of the color differences. Two different portion of concrete, two mixture won't be never the same color, because the color depends not only the painters which we put in the concrete, but it depends on the color of the cement, the color of the aggregate, and the water content, and the weather circumstances. So two mixture never won't be same. And because of this, the big manufacturers, pavement manufacturers, always mix the little stone, little concrete elements to get a quite homogeneous surface. You need bigger interest in the construction too, not only during the construction, but after the construction too. You have to prescribe the saving and cleaning of the bare-faced concrete surface. You have to choose a good constructor who has experience in bare-faced concrete, who has referential works, and who can cooperate with you and the concrete technologies. There are several good examples which you can see in these photos. Thank you for your attention.